Hello, everybody. This is Mr. Pignataro, and I'm describing to you my expectations as we go forward in spring 2022. I want to make it very clear what I expect from you. That way, you know exactly what I want you to do, and you'll know exactly if you do that or if you're failing to meet that expectation. Season 1, Episode 3 of Ted Lasso. Coach Beard is yelling at the students, or actually yelling at the soccer players, his team, and Ted Lasso goes, "Let him know, coach." So here I am letting you know how it is. These are the things that are, and I want you to think about this as we go forward this semester. Music is work, everybody. It's fun work, but it's work. You have to work. You got to do something in order to get an A this semester. A lot of you are doing a great job with doing the work, but it isn't a free A. We'll talk about that later. Orchestra is work. I hope that it's enjoyable for you. If it's not enjoyable for you, don't take the class next semester. But I'll tell you this much, it's work. It's rewarding, it's enjoyable, but it's a class and it's work. You got to know your notes and rhythms. You've got to practice the music. You've got to know how to play these notes and rhythms. If you don't, it's up to you to schedule a meeting with me via calendly.com/npignataro. And if you can't play those notes and rhythms, the only excuse you can have is that you didn't try. It is work. Even the hardest sections can be made better with practice. Don't rely on other people. Don't show up without knowing the notes and rhythms. You got to know this stuff. I'll help you go further in rehearsal. You got to know the notes and rhythms. There aren't excuses. There are not excuses for being unprepared. I don't care what else is going on in your life. I'm really understanding of all the things that are going on. All you got to do is talk to me and schedule extra help. I made it so that you can do this. I've made it so that you can be busy and be successful in orchestra. Your attendance policy is listed in the handbook. You got to know what it is. If you miss 3 classes, you have to schedule a makeup with me, period. By the way, there's not really a way to make up an orchestra class. It's not like a test that you can take later. Do your best. I understand things happen, but do your best to attend class. It's like any other class. It could be block 3, block 1, block 5. Doesn't matter to me. It's all class. You got to get there. Also know that if you miss a bunch of classes and then suddenly put all your absence requests in and do a makeup lesson or two, I'm not just going to suddenly raise your grade. There is something that is important for you to be periodically checking in with me if you're absent. So know that. Don't take advantage of that. I'm not going to suddenly raise your grade right at the end if you submit things. Be on top of your stuff. By the way, none of you have ever come to me and I didn't offer help. Okay, so make sure you take advantage of my attendance help whenever we have that time. 10 for Zen. If you want to Zen into the music, you got to spend the first 10 minutes of class trying. So we usually begin playing at 2:15. By 2:25, you need to be submerged in the musical vocabulary of the composer, meaning you've got to start thinking about, in our case, Corelli and this new work by Jordan Janosko. You've got to be thinking about the music. It is hard. It is hard to forget the first 4 blocks of the day. It is hard to forget the bad lunch you had. It's hard to forget the things that are stressing you out. It's hard to forget about the things that are coming up at the end of the day. But I'm trying to make sure that for 10 straight minutes, you are working to dive into the music. If you can spend 10 minutes, if you can spend those first 10 minutes making sure that you are zen into the music, then your rehearsal is going to be okay. Those first 10 minutes are critical. All I'm asking you to do is work. I notice sometimes students waste time in the hallways between blocks 4 and 5. Don't go slow. Don't go slow to orchestra. None of us are good enough to miss orchestra class. There's not one player, there's not one student, including me, there's not one conductor in our building that is good enough to miss orchestra. None of us are good enough to do that. So when you're here, get it done, show up. If you have to go to extra help, that's fine. Try to do it on a non-orchestra day, but if you don't have that luxury, then do what you got to do and get here. Okay, it's work. It's not easy work. It's enjoyable work, but it's work. Let me be very clear about our May 18th concert is that our composer, Jordan Janosko, and their wife are coming to the concert. We are hosting the composer. And the piece we're playing, Freya's Chariot, is a world premiere, which means it has never been performed anywhere on the face of the earth. So it's really exciting work to be able to present this. But we have to respect the composer. We got to respect the music. We respect the class. get here. Figure out how to be prepared. If you're not here, schedule makeup lessons. Do not let the composer come here and have you be unprepared. That's not something you want. It's not a free A or A plus, but it's an enjoyable A plus. So this orchestra curriculum is designed to make you do work. It's appropriate and it's enjoyable for those of you who enjoy orchestra. If you don't enjoy orchestra, that's fine. Consider next year as you're signing up for classes that you may not want to do orchestra. I hope that's not the case. I love all of you and I want you all to be with me. But I think it could be that people don't enjoy orchestra, and that is simply all right. I actually don't ask you very much. I'm asking you to basically show up and try. That's the bare minimum. You'll get an A plus if you show up and try. That's a pretty low standard. However, when you are here, I believe that the music will kind of take you away and make you feel better about what you're doing. If you're all in, bring it on. Okay, we're going to continue to make this amazing music together. You're about to perform a world premiere of a piece of music with the composer in residence. Music that was written 2021, I think. So like, it's not even a year old, this thing. It's really important. The things we do in orchestra to me are very important. I hope to you are very important. But the idea is that you've got to put some effort in order to get the reward out. I'm here to help you. I'm not here to give you a free A plus, but I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you through any issues you're having with orchestra or outside of orchestra. If you're having an issue where you feel like your mental health is suffering, I'm here to help you with that. If you're having a physical ailment, I'm here to help you with that. That's my job. I get paid to do that. But you have a job too, and your job is to enjoy your A plus as it comes to you. Please let me know if you have any questions, comments, philosophies, and I will make sure that we have the most rewarding semester we possibly can. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon.